On his face, with Carl Pratt behind him. By the looks of things, Leon Price will sit out the start of the second half, and I think, Steve-O, you would agree with that move by Brian Noble.
Well, there's always going to be a gamble to start this game anyway, and I'm sure that Mr. Noble thought that best to keep him off, try to get him G'd up for a late challenge, I suppose, in many ways. He knows that he's got the firepower. He's the type of guy that can score you a try, win you the game. It's going to be tied all the way through the second half. It's going to be important to the two coaches how they handle the interchange.
Yeah, there's plenty in the bank, as we heard. Only 3 from Leeds in the first half, 2 from Bradford, and the heat will play a part. This is Cummins.
Did well there, the experience coming through. There was no way out on the outside. Make sure he got the step in. Didn't go over the touchline.
This is Ferner. He gets Leeds to the halfway line. 3 tackles gone. First 3 of the second half. MacDonald. And Jamie Langley's come on for Leon Price. Not a bad swap. It's a terrific play. Here he is looking for Willie Poaching. Gets him, number 19 on his back, with help out from Bradford. That's the last tackle. It's with Maguire. Here is Sinfield. He'll drift the kick towards the post. Ooh, it almost hit the post. Diskin's after this. Diskin has scored! Has he?
Yes.
It's a decision for the video referee.
You want to see if he's onside first. No doubt about the grounding. What on earth? What the Bradford players thinking about? Here's the kick. Ooh, I think
Diskin's on the 3, isn't he? Or is he the one inside? Or is he the one in the middle? Well,
it's hard to see.
I think Diskin is offside.
Yeah, sadly. What a great kick, though, from Sinfield, back on the inside, and there you see him. He's definitely offside. Well, that's a shame. And boy, oh boy, Brian Noble was saying that he's a very lucky boy indeed, because the Bradford players comes in to get it. Was stood in front, sadly. This will be no try. I think everyone's watching the screen. There he is in front. You can just see him.
He's between the Bradford defender and the kicker, isn't he?
Yeah.
In the distance.
Under the nose.
And he's way out there on the the left-hand side of your screen.
No doubt about it. Offside. Could be a penalty to Bradford, but what on earth? What the Bradford players thinking about? They were just hanging around.
Oh, and a great groan around Headingley. He was offside, though, as the picture conclusively showed. Well, it was a great effort, and it would have just been the start Leeds wanted. It stays at 10-6, and it's a penalty to Bradford.
Great option. You could see there that Sinfield was actually trying to aim at the post, but they just hung around. Well, that will be a real negative as far as Bradford's concerned. That would have lifted the Leeds spirits, because they were so slow getting back, Bradford, there.
Yes, that was a wake-up call for the Bulls, all right. This is Parker. And here is Lowe's. He finds Langley. We saw James Langley have a great score, a great game at London. He scored his first try down there for the club. This is Fielding, meanwhile. Lowe's waits at dummy half, and here is Jamie Peacock. That could have been high.
It was high.
This is the last tackle for Bradford. Lowe's, and Deacon slides the kick through. Well picked up by Francis Cummins. Very well tidied.
Good take, but that was a poor kick. Very poor kick indeed. Got the opportunity. There's 2 things that Bradford have to do in the second half. More running from dummy half from James Lowe's. Hasn't done too much of that today.
Well played by Senior, who got rid of the ball there, and they eventually found MacDonald.
And the other thing is that Paul Deacon has to start taking on the defence. We know his quality in the short kicking game, but he's got to try to baffle the opposition.
Poaching, nearly through a gap. It was closed by Langley. Knock on. Knock on, Langley forcing the error, and Poaching injured.
We could see the left leg jar there as well, and I think that's the reason why he lost control. The pain transmitted right through the body. Probably numbed the arm that was carrying it. It's a painful exercise, this game, I can assure you.
Well, it's a lovely evening here at the Costa del Headingley. Let's get the half-time news. Bill.
Rhinos coach Darryl Powell delighted with that first 40 minutes, well, especially the end of that first 40 minutes, where his side just exposed one or two failings, they think, in this Bulls defence, and areas they think they can exploit in the second half. If they're to do that, they're going to have to improve their completion rate. That's the major letdown for him from his side in the first half. Brian Noble telling his guys not to panic, obviously still very much in the hunt here, and still aiming to complete a hat-trick of wins over the West Yorkshire opposition this evening, but they'll probably have to do it without Leon Price. The word is from the benches that he won't be coming back after a brave effort in that first half because of the sternum injury.
This is James Lowe's, and this is a walk-in try for Rob Parker. Lowe's caught them napping around the blind side, and Parker just burst through the cover. And Leeds, well, they could have really cemented the game just before and after half-time. As it is, Bradford has come up with the 4 points that gives them a share of the spoils so far.
Well, he's wiped the slate clean, hasn't he? Jimmy Lowe threw the dummy on the outside, took the blind option, Parker in. They called Leeds napping. He said there was more running from him from the dummy half, a little bit more adventure, and he certainly paid off. They thought he was going to go on his own on the open. Poaching came out of the line, and Parker gleefully accepts it. Game on.
Rob Parker then, substitute in the cup final as well, on loan at London in 2001. That probably the most important try that he has ever scored. The fourth of 2003. And Deacon here now to try and add the extra. Packed house at Headingley as Deacon shakes for this kick, makes no mistake. Thousands of Bradford Bulls fans salute the try and goal, and the Bulls ahead 12-10.
Two markers, they go open. Bradford, they go blind. They didn't need a stick for that. That was wonderful play. He's made amends for the silly penalty he gave away, Jamie Lowe's, by producing the try for this man.
21 years of age, Rob Parker. Vital try. Sinfield with a deep kick-off. And here is Fielden again. And Fielden just couldn't get away from them. Finished off by Diskin. This is to Vita Vicona. And Bradford suddenly now have got a spring in their heels.
A lot more urgency as well.
Bradford still doing better in terms of completing the sets. 22 from Leeds and only 8 completed.
Not the best for Powell, as Bill Arthur said at half-time. But we're now seeing that the likes of Jamie Peacock and Stuart Fielden are making good forward progress.
And so is Naylor here. Important tackle needed then by Wayne McDonald.
What a hit as well.
This is the last one. James Lowe's going down the short side of Dab looking for Vicona. And all it does is go touch in goal.
He's opened the box of tricks. Brian Noble obviously has said to his skipper, come on Jimmy, bring one of those beauties out. He's already produced one. A little bit of a bend in the good weight. It's got away in the end. Now this is where you're going to make sure your first line of defence is solid. And more to the point, don't give away a silly offside penalty.
Ferner. Forshaw all over him. On halfway again Leeds, Sinfield, and drifting the kick through. It's one for Calderwood to chase, to put pressure on Leslie Vinacolo, and that he will do. There's 3 others there as well. Vinacolo, though, bounces off Sinfield, and Calderwood finishes him off.
Did the right thing, looked at one moment as though he's going to pass to Stuart Reardon.
Reardon plays the ball. Here's the try scorer, Parker. Good work around the marker position by Sinfield and company. This is Peacock again for Bradford. Leeds trying to get the mistake in the Bradford 20-metre zone.
And once again, you've got to raise your hat, Eddie, for the official Carl Kirkpatrick. He's talking to the players all the time. Get away, get away. We've had more quicker play the balls than any other game this season.
Here is Deacon. Charged down by Adamson. And it's still 6 to go, says the referee.
Well, surely that
was a charge down, surely.
Well, he says he's not having that. That's what he says. But it appeared to me that the man actually went for the football. We'll see it here.
Well, actually, he doesn't. He's
got it right. My apologies. Boy, is he having a big game. I'm on my knees.
McDermott. Quick play the ball. Diskin. Sinfield. Just can't get through. Diskin again. Matt Adamson. On it goes to McKenna. Can't get the ball away. Takes the last tackle. Maguire finds Sinfield. Here's the kick. Lowe's went to charge it down. It's high. It's hanging. Vicona claims it so cleanly. Bounces off Cummings. Steps out of the challenge. Takes on Diskin. Halted by him and Maguire. Great run though from Davita Vicona.
Did everything right, did the winger there.
Here's Reardon.
Also tracked back and made extra ground by the fact that he run through his own players.
Peacock again. Well, the interchanges are starting to creep up now. The substitutions half used by Leeds.
Well, Brian Noble has to hang on. He knows that, according to Bill Arthur, Leon Price is definitely out of the equation. Got to be a forward.
It was from Leslie Vinacolo. He knew he was going towards the touchline anyway and just flung the ball in field. Good work from Calderwood.
The point is, when you've got a 2-point lead, all right, it's slim. And you've got one of the best short kickers in the game in Paul Deacon. You've got to make sure that he comes through and that you're forcing the opposition into their own quarter.
Maguire to Connolly, it goes wide to Senior. Senior fancies his chances, but Naylor and Forshaw quickly close the gate. David Ferner now for Leeds. Spinning away continually, but not away from Banganart. Diskin to Sinfield, and here is Barry McDermott. Diskin to Duneman. Something here maybe for Leeds. Oh, Connolly couldn't take it in. So a chance for Bradford to counter, but not for long.
Clean arm there from Senior.
Play the ball! No penalties.
Here's Paul Anderson. McDermott to meet him. That's a heavyweight challenge, isn't it?
Boom. Took his eye of the ball just at the vital moment.
Well, the Leeds crowd saw something there to play the ball, and they have this time.
They're talking up.
Kevin Sinfield and Joe Banganar. Well, that's a catchweight against the heavyweight.
Pick someone else. Calm it down.
Come here.
We talk about players building in confidence. It's the same with the officials as well.
He come in and he put two hands on you.
And I know
he got the penalty for holding down.
Pretty difficult for me to do it, but he has come on a bundle, hasn't he, Kirkpatrick?
He's having a fine game tonight. Calm that situation down. Carl Kirkpatrick working hard.
But he's so confident.
Oh, Langley nearly dropped that, but he did well to hang on. Sinfield gets the tackle in on him. Here is Lowe's. Bradford have upped the gear. Deacon. Peacock on the burst. Jamie Peacock to the line. Yes, Jamie Peacock. No, it's Forshaw.
Could it be forward? He can't go to the screen for it, but there was a bit of doubt there.
He's given a try because, as you say, he can't go to the screen for forward passes. But what a run from Peacock, and Forshaw, the man in support, 33 years of age. Fantastic, terrific try.
What an effort from this fella who's had a wonderful season. Short pass, they missed him. Diskin was off balance. Didn't he do well though, but this is a bit dubious, this pass for mine. Ooh, that looked a bit dodgy. Either way, the official is going to give this. But take nothing away. This is not controversial. This is spot on. Determination etched on the face. Shirley was spinning backwards. different angle. Either way, same guy goes through the gap. Diskin and Ferner wouldn't want that. What a season. So many candidates for Man of Steel this year. Great support by Forshaw. Seat there. Certainly turned. Yeah, that's okay. When you slow it down, you can see the hand going through. Not even a hint of momentum needed.
Deacon then to add the extras if he can. Big kick from Deacon. 18-10 to Bradford at Headingley.
Well, what a
Peacock
turn.
the creator, Forshaw the scorer. And a lot of people, Steve-O, Brian Noble amongst them, saying, look no further than this fella for Man of Steel.
Well, we mentioned the fact that both Fielden and Peacock have upped the gear in the second half. They're sharing the work. They want it. There's the try scorer, Forshaw. He's a battler.
He is. He's evergreen as well, isn't he, Mike Forshaw?
But you've got to keep going back to the fact when Maguire made that break just before half-time and the no try, Sinfield kick, Diskin just marginally offside. It could have been wrapped up for the Rhinos.
It could have been. But you cannot take your eyes off this for a minute. We'll try, though, and go down to Phil.
Eddie, what a great try. I just want to say, although Mike Forshaw might be one of the eldest players in Super League, he's also one of the fittest, and that's really that fitness that enabled him to get up there to catch Jamie Peacock on what was a sensational run, and they fully deserved that try. The question, maybe it went forward, but I don't think we can take anything away. That try had everything that was great about rugby league. The one thing that Brian Noble will want his side to improve upon, though, is maybe their fifth tackle options. So most of the kicks really haven't put enough pressure on the Leeds Rhinos, and although that's a good one in terms of field position, there are other ones they've been unable to force any goal line dropouts, and it's on that type of pressure really in these type of games that you sort of build the pressure that wins the matches.
Well, Phil Clark actually played with Mike Forshaw at Wigan, and by the way, we have just seen Mike Forshaw's 40th Bradford Bulls try. Well, Sky Sports 2 is the place for another corker tomorrow. Saints and Hull, Saturday at 6. Sky Sports 2. And if you've enjoyed this tonight, join us for Leeds Wigan next Friday at 7. Sky Sports 1. And then the following night, Bradford take on Hull at 6 o'clock, also on Sky Sports 1. It's quite a programme.
Is it ever? It's like a pizza with a lot.
Every topping in the book.
Too true.
McDermott. Oh, that's a loose pass. Oh dear. Leeds are conspiring to their own downfall here. They've given the possession away to Baikona.
Really wasn't needed, that pass from Barry McDermott.
Vanganar, he's slipped the net from Adamson. He's brushed off Sinfield. He's tried to have a brush off from Maguire. Senior's there. Such a difficult man to put down.
Quick play the ball here. You see 3 Leeds players not in the line.
It's with Adamson. Adamson! Anderson. Here's Lowe's. This is Deacon. Deacon slides the kick through, looking for Harpy. No. The ball beat everybody, and there was a big collision. I hope they've made those. And here comes Calderwood. No, he's going to be brought back. He's going to be brought back.
They won't like it, but the rules clearly say he cannot until all his team's on side and the referee blows the whistle. They know it.
And he has to go from the middle as well.
No complaints.
Well, if you're a Southstander, you'll have plenty. Danny Ward again.
That's back to 6. Knock on there. Good touch dodging. Naylor says you've got to be kidding. But I think he's the one that's trying to pull the job. What's this? Naylor gets fingertips to that. To knock on. Well, I think I better take a powder or some pills, Eddie, because
Let's go.
The officials tonight have been superb.
Well, it's a superb match. It needed controlling properly, and Mr. Kirkpatrick and his touch judges have done exactly that. They have added to the spectacle, and what a spectacle.
But how many weeks have we saying, sort it out? Obviously, Stuart Cohen just said to his charge of the referees, come on,
well,
we've got to prepare, let's get it over.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Match we've had.
I agree with you, but I think it also has a lot to do with the standard of these two sides as well. Oh, McDermott's thrown another loose one.
I knew you put the mocker on. Talk about the standard, then there's a loose pass.
This is Duneman. Well, it's top of the table stuff. Top against second.
Don't worry, Leeds won't throw the towel in. They won't just go down. Plenty of quality out there, especially Kevin Sinfield and Andrew Duneman.
And here is Sinfield. And there's a little kick for Maguire to chase. Oh, Maguire hacks it in field. And Burrow might have scored.
He has. What on earth? Well, I can't believe this.
Do you think the Bradford man's hacked it? Or was it the Leeds man chasing it up? Was it Maguire? It's Burrow who thinks he scored.
Well, I reckon it's got to be the winger that's got to it. He's looking to see whether it's onside.
Everyone's onside at that point.
It's fine. Kicks it.
That's off by Kona.
It is. What on earth is he doing? If you're going to kick it, then kick the damn thing out of the stand. Kick it as far as Batley or Dewsbury. Not straight into the... Well, I can't. This is a try. No doubt about it. Little Rob Burrow will set this place alight. What a mistake. No doubt.
No problems with that.
No problem. Game on yet again. I said they wouldn't lie down.
Burrow, I think, has scored a crucial try. He has. Come on, he says. Rob Burrow's not in for giving this one up. 8th of the season. One of his biggest. And what is more, they're not wasting time. Because as we take a look at Rob Burrow, Kevin Sinfield has kicked the conversion.
What on earth was Vicona thinking of here? It was a beautiful little chip through. Should have put his body on the line. He had plenty of time to go on to that. He decided to hack at it when really he should have gone straight down. Ball is mine. Possession is paramount. He just didn't want to know it. He went for the kick option.
Here's the confirmation of the two-pointer. And Leeds are back in it again. It's 16-18, courtesy of Rob Burrow's try, converted by Sinfield. Game on again at Headingley, in front of a massive crowd here.
Well, you smiled at me, Eddie. I said there won't be more than 2 or 3 points in it. And I said that the field goal may come into action. I think it will.
This is Danny Ward, and the crowd over 23,000, and that's a new Super League record for the Leeds Rhinos, being played out in front of the Sky Sports cameras. Top match, big crowd, live on Sky. Doesn't get any better than this, boys.
Well, I think Peacock's been badly done to. He had a right old go at the official. But it appeared to me that all he was doing was getting involved in the tackle, and Andrew Duneman lost that. Got the benefit of the doubt. Now then, can they apply the killer punch?
Well, they are unbeaten at home this year, Leeds, and they have never gone through a summer season unbeaten. It's a crucial stage of the match for them here, the last quarter. Burrow waits at dummy half.
Just under 20 minutes to go, and there's a lot of players out there.
Adamson is hurt.
They're finding it difficult. Look at them. Hands on the knees. Trying to get as much oxygen as possible.
Danny Ward plays the ball while Adamson receives treatment. This is Barry McDermott.
Oh, what a big hit.
Vanganar.
That's a rib rattler.
This is Duneman. Here is Connolly.
Was that a trip? Certainly looked it from Naylor.
He went over Naylor's leg. I don't know whether it was intended or not. This is Burrow. Here is Duneman. Duneman to Ferner. And Ferner loses the ball.
Will be knocked on. Oh, big error there by the big Australian, David Ferner. Really has worked hard in defence tonight. Was that pulled out as well? It looked maybe that Jamie Langley was having a go, and it was a one-on-one situation anyway. In a way, it's relief for the Bulls. Tension is unbelievable. Record crowd here.
Vinacolo with Ferner on his back.
You can hardly hear yourself thinking.
Here's Vicona. Clarkey, record crowd, great match. Come on, who's going to win it?
I've got a feeling that the Leeds Rhinos are going to win this. You know, it's the best I've seen them play for a very long time. The only thing that's letting them down at times is they cost up possession too many times, particularly in their own half. When you do that, really gets the Bradford boys. You are asking for trouble, but they've looked dangerous when attacking with the ball out wide. Kevin Sinfield's short kicking game has caused problems for the Bradford, and will do in the remaining quarter. And that kick, I think, I'm just going to say, has gone too far. Again, it puts pressure. All the sides want now here in this last quarter is to play as much of the game as possible close to the opponent's line. Because your heart's beating so fast it feels as though it's going to come out to your chest. You tend to make more and more handling mistakes, which look quite simple errors when watching on television. You've got to understand just how tired and how much pressure these players are under right now.
Absolutely. Well, it's exhausting enough just talking about the game up here, never mind playing in it, Steve-O.
And that's how important it is. We've seen the kicks from James Lowe's, 2 long efforts right into the corner, apply the pressure, Leeds in their own quarter. He really has come alive in the second half, James Lowe's, concentrating a lot more than what he did in that first half.
Adamson has recovered from the knock. Burrow is the man at dummy half. Danny Ward's inside him. James Lowe's asking for a knock-on. He didn't get that one. Duneman, Ferner. Great tackle there. Terrific tackle by little Paul Deacon. Here is Burrow. Now it's McDermott. Clarkey.
I was just going to say, Eddie, I thought also Leeds looked at the most dangerous. The reason I've tipped them is because when Feather and McDonald came on, which they're about to do in the next few seconds, they made so much ground and looked dangerous going down the middle of the field as the Bradford side tired. They're both back on now.
Okay, Calderwood's after this kick. He's out, it's out, it's out, it's out. The touch judge went up with the flag immediately.
And I think he knew it as well, did Mark Calderwood. Close though, isn't it? Very close.
Well, he's about a mile in touch, wasn't he?
A mile.
All right, a yard.
Listen, I've just walked 220. I know what a mile is.
Deacon feeds, gives it to Harpe.
You know,
Well,
you've been quiet, haven't you? I knew you were going to have a shot at me. I knew it.
By Kona here.
I thought we were going to get through a full game without you having a go.
Plays the ball to Forshaw. Forshaw on his Todd. Great effort from Mike Forshaw. Naylor waits, 14 metres away from the Leeds line. Here is Anderson.
It's fuel in the tank stuff now. And both coaches realise it. Who they bring on in the last 10 minutes could be the difference.
Deacon, oh, he nearly fooled them. Leeds missing a few tackles here, probably too many for their coach. It's Lowe's with a run. It's a little stab. An invitation to chase, but Cummins was the coolest man in Headingley then. Didn't panic.
Mr. Cucumber.
He knew that was going out. And so Leeds will come again from their own 20-metre line. Well, Bradford with plenty of changes left. Leeds with just 3 and a quarter of an hour to go. Feather. It would be cruel, Steve-O, but this could go on all night for me. Burrow.
I'm the same.
I think there's 34 young men out there who will say they'll just do the 80, thanks. Maguire. Another kick for Calderwood to chase down. Vinacolo taking his time. Great run from Calderwood.
He's got the measure of him, you know. Kevin Sinfield, he realises that that big fella, Vinacolo, is not the fastest on the paddock. Well onside. Was he? Oh well, never mind. Bobbled around. He didn't go to actually get it on the half volley, but good work there by Mark Calderwood. The dropout. Leeds fans not too happy with the fact that Bradford are taking an eternity to drop out from underneath the sticks.
There it comes though from Deacon. And Sinfield traps it to the inside of the boot, gives it to Adamson. Langley set himself for the tackle.
You've got to look at Danny Maguire and Rob Burrow as the men that can just squeeze out a try from nothing.
And maybe this fellow, Wayne McDonald, great run. Here is Rob Burrow, here is Duneman, and there is Senior again.
What a tackle there. Superb stuff from Scott Naylor. Talk about putting the body well and truly on the line. Good refereeing. Okay, it was a bit of schmozzle, but we want action.
Senior gives it to Duneman. Here is Danny Maguire. Maguire trying to go inside. Langley gives it then to Duneman. Duneman wide to McKenna. He's got Calderwood with him. There's Calderwood. Great tackle. Oh, and dangerous. Dangerous. He got over him. Calderwood gets up and says, what's all the fuss about?
Just a bit of bark off the elbow. Good work then.
Nearly took the cameraman out as well.
Vainicolo stood his ground here. Wasn't tempted to go into McKenna.
So Calderwood's all right. Vainicolo's all right. And Scott's all right. And certainly the camera's all right.
He's all right.
Which is most important.
Yes. Never mind the man, what about the equipment? Yep. This is Vicona.
To release! To me! Come on, wait!
Here's Peacock. Connolly doing well.
Hey! To me!
Well, it's survival of the fittest here. Sensational stuff, isn't it? And there is a certain gentleman alongside me who tips that these two will be competing at Old Trafford in the grand final. What a big hit that is. And the grand final is on the 18th of October. Any info? 0113-232-911. That's a lovely chip over the top. Maguire, though, has picked up the bits. Wonder if Maguire will be in the Ashes series for Great Britain. Same number for your information about that. Lots to come. November is a long, long way away, and so too is the final siren here. Rob Burrow showed it to one, had a little scamper himself, gave it then to Sinfield. It goes wide to Senior, and Senior offloads to Ferner. Scrambling defence from Bradford, but a great offload. Burrow, Rob Burrow. Oh, clattered to the ground by Reardon.
What a great effort from the fullback, it had to be as well.
Here is Duneman, here is McDonald.
Where's Maguire? Will he step off the left foot?
There is Sinfield. Maguire's alongside him. There's the kick. Reardon with work to do. Reardon with work to do. And it can't be done.
He's had a big game, this fella.
Well, there were 2 points between them in the cup final. There are 2 points between them now. And Leeds have got a crucial consecutive set of 6 to come.
Just over 10 minutes left. It's sheer desperation. Great work from Andrew Duneman. It looked as though Reardon had escaped the clutches and got over into the field of play. That's a pretty good kick.
It was. On halfway it bounced into the arms of Gary Connolly. But the Bradford chase from the line was just a tad weary. And no wonder, by the way. Here is Feather. Leeds looking to step up the vital gear. Burrow, Duneman. Good tackling again. Burrow, Sinfield. Sinfield to MacDonald. 2 tackles left this set of 6. Burrow, bit of magic, maybe from Duneman. Maguire to Ferner. Can't get away. Gets the ball clear though to Connolly. Looping pass to Cummins. And Cummins spins to the ground under Forshaw's challenge. And Peacock working hard as well. Here's Maguire. There's the crossfield kick.
Too strong. And he knows it. Great opportunity. Well, he certainly can be the game breaker. Plenty of time remaining for that young fella, Danny Maguire, to come up with something special. And Rob Burrow, that's the reason why Darryl Powell did not start with him. He had them on the bench. Secret weapon.
Fontaine Harpy. Coaching doing a good job with McKenna. Here's Vicona. Oh, he nearly took Sinfield towards the try line with him then. Parker waits. Deacon. Fielder now. Good hit by McKenna.
What a tackle. Finished off the big fella McDonald.
This is the last.
It's ruthless out
Top
there.
goal from Deacon, and he's pulled it low and wide. Bill, injury news. You must have a ton of it.
Oh, I'm just amazed at the courage and the determination of the athletes out there, both sides, because there are guys really putting their bodies on the line, and there have been from the word go in the case of Leon Price with that chest injury. Despite that playing through that first half, Scott Naylor, who picked up an injury very early on in the game, has endured all the way through until just a few minutes ago when he had to come off. Matt Adamson, I know out there, has got a rib problem after that heavy hit from Joe Vanginer. And Phil, it really has been that sort of game. There's no place for the faint-hearted.
No, there isn't, Bill. You've got to feel that there's a knockout punch coming in the next few minutes. At the moment, Leeds seems to decide who are capable of doing it. And having said that, Bradford's coach, Brian Noble, seems to be obsessed with defence, and it's a pretty good job for his team that they are. Just had to defend 2 goal line dropouts, and that's not easy at this stage in the game.
McKenna almost through. It's been brutal, breathtaking and brilliant. What a match as Sinfield dabs the kick over the top again. Reardon tidies up, Calderwood's ahead of him. Calderwood sticks to his ankles. Finished off by Duneman.
Reardon's been outstanding. I think he's only come up with 1 error throughout this game. Positional sense has been good. Daryl Powell knows. Is it going to be another repeat of the Challenge Cup final?
Well, they're so close again, Leeds, and they have 7 minutes to win it from Brian Noble's men. But a 2-point defeat is neither use nor ornament to Leeds. Frankly, they've got to go to Odsal again before the end of the weekly rounds. And they really needed, I felt, to win this match tonight to have a real chance of taking over the league leadership going into the playoffs.
I think you're right, Eddie, because the points difference heavily weighted in the favour of the Bradford Bulls. And again, a good kick there from Jimmy Lowe, puts it deep.
But Connolly was standing his ground and waiting for it and gets it.
Reception committee got there quick.
On this line. Well done.
Another thing from this Carl Kirkpatrick, the referee tonight, Eddie. He knows that both sets of players are tired. And there's a little bit of tiredness there at the play of the ball area. He could have blown the whistle out, but he hasn't. He's let it flow.
He is poaching. Poaching the man, remember, who has won a couple of crucial games for Leeds this year. So has Duneman with his drop goals. And Duneman almost found a gap then. Bradford hanging on to a 2-point lead again. They did it for 20 minutes in Cardiff. Are they going to do it again at Headingley? Senior! Still going, Keith Senior!
Gilmore just got him on the second attempt.
This is Maguire. It comes back to Sinfield. A little dab kick again. But there was no chasers. And here comes Reardon.
Unbelievable positional play by Stuart Reardon yet again. He's proved to be the difference.
This is Rob Parker.
All the pressure that they've had to absorb. When it came to the kick from Sinfield, he was there yet again. Dig deep, safety first. I'm sure that Brian Noble would have said to him, we don't need to do anything fancy. Just let that clock tick away. Oh, that was a swinging arm from Calderwood.
And he spotted it, the touch judge.
Well, that is silly play. I know it's frustration, but this could be the turning point. Why on earth do you want to do that? You're only 2 points astray. Well, he can come up with some absolutely wonderful plays from this fella, Mark.
Actually, I think he actually pulled out, but the intent was there.
Well, you can see there Daryl Powell not too impressed.
Made the tackle, then there was a swinging arm into the head.
The man was down.
Yeah, the tackle was completed then.
But it's things
The right hook.
It's things like that, Eddie, that could lose you a vital game, especially in the grand final. You've got to have concentration the full 80 minutes.
4.5 minutes to go here at Headingley. A match with all the intensity of a grand final. Clarkey still staying with Leeds?
Yeah, I am, Eddie. You know I never get it right, but I just got the feeling they've got something. They've won so many big games or close games this year, and there's still the hunger in there. Although that penalty really does make life difficult, because you'd imagine the next time they get possession, it's going to be very close to their own try line.
Anderson with another big charge.
That was a 50-50 ball as well. Jimmy Lowe is very late in offloading.
Here's Vinacolo. Oh, it's a great tackle by Feather.
They've got to go for the sticks now. They've tried once. They've got to go for the 1 point.
It's with Deacon here. And he nearly got away from Sinfield, but the Leeds captain did well in wrapping him up. Mike Forshaw's in field. It goes, though, to Lee Radford. That's the last now then. Deacon has fallen back. He's 30 metres away. Lowe's is there. He sliced it.
Not happy with it, just shrugs. Brian Noble knows. He shakes his head and saying, well, we've got to make sure the way that it eats up the clock, but they've got the one line of defence there. McDowell takes it through and gets front and gets penalised. Now the Forshaw looks and says, well, I didn't have the arm inside, but did they drop it? Did they drop it? Yeah. Really, he's got to follow through.
And Sinfield trying to get great length on this penalty, and he does. He does. Well, is this the last hurrah for Leeds? McDermott. Sinfield. Sinfield! They claw him to the ground.
No support on the inside.
Maguire. Maguire to McDermott. It goes wide to Senior. Senior! Oh! What a hit by Vicona and Gilmore. Werner. Maguire. Maguire to Duneman. Duneman gives it to Connolly. Connolly wide to Poaching. Poaching wide to McKenna. McKenna! He's in touch.
Yeah.
He's in touch.
So close, and he knows it. Is Darryl Powell. They tried everything. McKenna there. Tension etched on the face of Brian Noble. This will go down as one of the thrillers and a classic. Ooh, only just. The shoulder just hit the whitewash. The touch judge got it right. Watch for the release. Watch for the release. Watch. Just there. Not much in it.
Well, maybe the video referee would have been asked to adjudicate on that one. Well, both coaches before the match said if they lost this, it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Want to bet?
But they both are desperately keen to win it. Langley!
Has Mr. Noble and Mr. Powell got a dog? If they have, get rid of it for a night.
This is Vinacolo.
Well, it'll be one-man out stuff now from Bradford.
Well, they will. I think they'll get another set of 6 leads, so long as they don't do anything silly in the tackling here. This is Anderson. He's lost it, Anderson, the big man.
Ooh, Duneman says, give me the football. Let's get on with it.
Well, Bradford will be in no hurry to form this scrum, that's for sure.
Look at little Burrow there in the hooker. He just disappears and he's saying, come on, come on. Good refereeing, Kirkpatrick.
Well, he forced Leeds to get form for the scrum first and then blew time off because Bradford were just plodding to it. Here's Connolly, this is McKenna. What a hit from Vinacolo.
How many of those have we seen tonight?
Well,
battered and bruised bodies.
Leeds have had this fighting spirit all year, and if it comes to the fore in the next 90 seconds, they're going to win the match. Burrow, Sinfield, Duneman, Senior, good tackling again, Gilmore.
Well, this is the time where Burrow or Maguire have got to go on a solo.
Here's Sinfield, and he asked for the kick, did Danny Maguire, and Harpy managed to get to it, and I think he could have just won it for Bradford and Brian Noble.
He has.
There's the full-time siren. Bradford have made it 3 wins out of 3 against Leeds, and Leeds will go through another season without completing a home programme unbeaten. Bradford have held out for over 20 minutes with just a 2-point lead. It's Leeds' first home defeat of 2003. It's come in a classic in front of a new Headingley Super League record crowd of over 23,000. And no matter how many of you watching at home, countless of you watching at home, we have been thrilled and entertained by 34 prize athletes, 3 great officials and 2 wonderful coaches. Fantastic match, and Bradford have won it again, and they seem to have the wood over Leeds this year.